So I have a simple question to pose for this video. What makes somebody spend thousands of hours clicking on pixels? What makes somebody swear on their dead grandma that the game that they're playing is better than the one that you're playing? What causes gamers to have a complete superiority complex when it comes to their favorite game? Well, let's ask a few people. Okay, what is your favorite game?
Fortnite.
Okay, why would you say it's your favorite? Just kind of like a general reason.
So I've played it the most, I don't know.
It's probably just like because you're attached to it through like the amount of time you've played it type deal.
Yeah.
So do you believe it's superior to other games in any way?
In some ways. The constant updates and amount of skins they add.
Sounds about right, yeah. Alright, what's your favorite game, Walter?
My favorite game right now is probably Binding of Isaac.
Okay, and why would you say it's your favorite?
It is one of the best roguelikes. It has so many possibilities. It's just so fun.
Okay. Now, do you believe it's superior to other games in any way?
It is superior in the aspect of roguelikes because it has the most synergies, the best items, the best developer, just everything the best, you know.
Yeah.
It's just simply the fact.
What is your favorite game?
Okay, God, I didn't know you were gonna start off with like the hardest question possible. It's asking me like pick between my kids, you know, which one's a favorite. Like, obviously I have a favorite, but I wouldn't tell you, you know.
Which one's your favorite kid? Just on the download.
Like, obviously I have one, but like they can't know that. But honestly,
is it the team?
It had to be the team. Like, I'm busy playing the team. Like the team. You know, Team Fortress 2 has always been the love of my life, you know. And, you know, obviously the same with my kids. Like, I can't tell my kids my favorite. And I would never tell my wife that the love of my life is TF2. There's a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of nuance to this. But
no,
I would say
if it is
definitely
TF2.
Team Fortress. I'll definitely say the team would be my favorite game.
All right. Well, if it's TF2, why is it your favorite?
You know, that's a really good question because I could show you hundreds of 10-hour-long YouTube videos explaining why it's the best game of all time.
You could,
but I could give you my own opinion, which you guys can go look up that in the free time. But basically, it has the most replayability ever with fun moments that happen. Every game is unique, bro. Like,
yeah,
what
exactly.
can you say? You ever play CS:GO? You're playing Dust 2. Nothing is unique. Even Fortnite gets old. You land a fucking dusty hole, or you can land it like very, dusty crack, or like, you know, salty sack or whatever, and you can land there. And the truth is, you know, it just gets old, and you know.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of games try to change things that shouldn't be changed. And TF2 is perfect at that because they haven't updated in 8 years. So.
Exactly. And you kind of answered
really
the last
perfect.
question with that too. Is I was going to ask you, why do you believe it's superior to other games, or is so popular? And I think you really answered it.
And this really comes back to salty sack, and you know.
Yeah. Yo, guys, it's Big Roared here, the Round Dan himself. I'm just asking you guys if you're enjoying this video so far. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and join my membership. Or 1,000 years of pain and death will befall you and your entire bloodline. And I will not rest until I've hunted every last one of them. So yeah, anyway, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to do all that stuff I said. You guys want to see my painting? I got this one. This one's pretty sick. It's like that Minecraft painting. I think it's cool. So, my brother, Mio, he thinks that Fortnite is the best game ever. Or at least that's his favorite. Now, I know a lot of people who would bash that opinion into the ground. There are games that have been around way longer than Fortnite. There are games that play better than Fortnite, that have more genuinely fun experiences than Fortnite. But to him, Fortnite is the best game. Now, for me, I'm kind of in the middle ground. I've been a part of the Fortnite bashing party before, and I've come to accept that Fortnite is actually a pretty good game. You know, you can call it metaverse slop, you can call it whatever you want, but objectively, it has a pretty fun experience. And I think a lot of gamers like to get on their high horse and say, oh, well, this game is, well, Fortnite's terrible because it's got a ton of microtransactions and they're greedy and they can't stick to an art style and the game is brain rot and fast paced and it's too... You can have all these opinions, right? And honestly, I share some of them sometimes too. But objectively, the game is pretty fun. So a part of me is like, should we care about games with superior game design, that the team that was making it, they had a vision, they kept that vision, and they upheld it?
After 9 years in
Games like Team Fortress 2, for example. Or should we not care about that and let the game evolve to a point where it's no longer recognizable? Like Fortnite, like Minecraft to a certain extent. You could even argue with Minecraft that it's a game that evolved past its initial art style, its initial building blocks, and turned into something completely different. But the game is still objectively, in my opinion, pretty fun. You even get these kind of divisions within a single game. Like I said with Minecraft, some people think the game used to be way better, and you literally have tribes of people who will only play beta 1.7.3. That is the only version they play. The Golden Age Minecraft community. They strongly believe, as a group, as a collective, that this is the superior version of Minecraft. Now, if I were to ask somebody maybe a bit younger, or maybe a more normal gamer, let's be fair, somebody who doesn't really engage in that kind of discourse, they'd say, why would you play an older version? There's less stuff, less updates, less things to enjoy. What's the point? See, this is where I think it starts to go beyond just game design, just developer intent. I think it goes beyond the actual experience of the game itself and to something a little bit more sinister, in my opinion. You know what I'm talking about. It's nostalgia. People have nostalgia for things that are older, things that they grew up with in their childhood. Obviously, that's literally what nostalgia is. People form emotional connections, and I think they let it cloud their judgment. Now, in some cases, I think objectively older versions of games can be better. I think a perfect example of this is Team Fortress 2. The state that TF2 is in now is not great. Now, Valve has pretty much neglected this game for the past 8 years or so, or decade, maybe longer. The last real update was in 2018. It was the Jungle, actually no, it was like 2017 or 2016. The Jungle Inferno update, whenever it came out, was the last TF2 update that was actually sizable, had content, and now only community content gets added. And if you ask me honestly, most of it's gaudy, most of it doesn't fit the game's art style, and I think people have the wrong idea of what the game is actually about and what it's supposed to look like, feel like, play like, and it's kind of saddening. Now, TF2 is kind of the only game where I'll go ahead and say, like, yeah, the stuff that people are adding now, the stuff that they're adding, is not good, like, almost objectively. I'm fine with most new current Minecraft updates. Yeah, sure, they're going a more cutesy Stardew Valley route, but it's still fun. I still love Minecraft. And plus, if you don't like something, you can choose to ignore it. I know that that's kind of like a beta argument. Like, oh, you could just ignore it. You don't have to look at the new content. But I think with Minecraft, that's like the one game where it's true. Most of the content they add is literally harmless. I can't really think of anything that they've added in Minecraft recently that detracts from my gameplay experience. I really can't think of anything. Now, I don't want to bash the way that you guys play games. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. I'm not your parent. And there's not really technically an objective way to say what version of a game is the best to play. And I think that kind of makes this video idea fall apart a bit. Like, what is the best game ever? Why do people argue over this? Even, like, why do people argue within their own community? It's almost impossible to answer. There's so much human nuance that has to do with it, and I don't want to end this video as a generic, oh, well, you can play whatever you want and everything's good, because I think there's objectively bad experiences and bad updates that have been made to some of my favorite games, even as of recent. Like I said with TF2, I mean, the art style is starting to get completely degraded. Degraded. Yeah, that's how you say that word, jeez. It's starting to not look like how the game should. And honestly, that's bad. Like, I consider that's honestly bad. I don't have to sugarcoat it. So to close this video out, I really just want to say that I think we should protect the design philosophy of games, and especially older games like TF2 and Minecraft. I really think that we should protect the core fundamentals of what makes it good. And really, like, I come to think of it, most games don't have this problem. It's really like a lot of it's TF2 based, in my opinion, because that game has been handed over to the community. And you can say, like, maybe the community has a better vision than the actual developers themselves, but clearly no. Also, I do want to apologize that this video has taken so long. I've been MIA for 2 weeks, basically. I've been working on this on and off, but I also got sick, so I just really have not been feeling good and not, like, up to recording. You could probably hear it in my voice right now. I'm so stuffed up. I've been having, like, body aches and everything. But I'm going to get this video out today because in like an hour, it'll be 2 weeks since the last upload, and that's making me uncomfortable. Usually I don't miss a week, but I've been trying to do a bi-weekly upload type deal lately because I want to make better high quality content instead of just like a let's play format, which is really dead. Let's be so honest. Let's be so for real. Yo, look, this video's taking so long. I got a new green screen, but you can't see it this time. I hope this lighting's actually good enough for that, because if it's not, I'm gonna crash out, and you don't want to see that. I've been working on this video for 2 weeks. The last one came out like 11 days ago now. And I was working on this one even before that, getting an outline ready and everything. Jeez, this is taking forever. I need to upload this video. Oh, right after this? No, I won't. No, I'm actually, at this point in time, not even halfway done. I put way too much effort into the beginning bit, and now I'm actually starting to, like, get an editing flow. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever, jeez.